So what are the 4 basic money skills that everyone should know? That's why you checked the video, right? Good question. I'm glad you asked. Welcome back to another episode of the MD Investor, the channel where we talk everything personal finance, how to get your money right, and have your money working harder than you have to. So, the 4 basic money skills that everyone should know. Okay, number 1. The first basic money skill that we need to learn is how to save. Yeah, we have to learn how to save money because you already know if you spend everything that comes in, you're going to have nothing. Okay? So the first basic money skill that everyone needs to learn is how to save. You have to learn how to keep a portion of your money for yourselves. Why is that important? Well, that's important because life happens, such as emergencies, right? Flat tire, the air conditioner goes out. So why do you need to save? You need to save because life happens. You could have a leak in your roof and you need to have that repaired. So life happens, and that's why we need to learn how to save a portion of our income. There's various recommendations out there, but we should be saving at least 10% of our income, at least until we get to the point where we have a fully funded emergency fund, okay, of at least 3 to 6 months. Some people say maybe even up to a year. So we have to learn how to save. That's the first money skill we have to learn to do is how to save. So absolutely, we have to learn how to save, right? So saving is really basically for an emergency, like for your emergency fund, right? We also save for things that we are planning to purchase within the next 5 years. So you can save for a car. You could save for a down payment for a house. So that money will not be put in the stock market because it's money that you'll need within the next 5 years, right? So you would hate to put the money in the stock market and then at the time that you need it, the stock market goes down. And now you're pulling money out when your portfolio is down in value. You'd hate to do that, right? So money that you will need within 5 years. So a house down payment, money for a car, you would put that into your savings, right? And we have various options in which to save, right? I just did a video on some of the best online high yield savings account. That's a great place to put it because you can get 4 or 5%, right? Which will beat inflation typically. Okay. So what you don't want to do is to put your money under your mattress or in a safe deposit box because that is not getting any interest, and then it will lose purchasing power because of inflation. So the second money skill that everyone should learn is how to invest. Now, investing is where you put money that you will need after 5 years. Okay? So we're talking about distant future, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That money gets invested. And the reason why is because and the reason why when the market is volatile and the portfolio drops in value, you don't worry because you don't need it for a long time to come, and you can let it recover. As a matter of fact, you can keep investing and buy shares at a cheaper price. So investing is a skill that we all need to have. Now there are different asset classes, but the bottom line is we need to learn that skill, whether it is buying investment properties, right? We need to learn that, right? How to evaluate the investment, how to see whether it will cash flow, how to get the down payment to acquire the property, right? We need to learn those skills, okay? Um, so, and even other asset classes that are available to us. So stocks and ETFs and index funds, right? We need to have a portfolio of that, right? Maybe you have a portion in index fund, and maybe you have a portion in individual stocks, right? And that money grows and become that money grows and becomes a large sum in time because of the power of compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world, right? So that is an that is a skill, that is a money skill that a lot of us growing up was never taught. A lot of us was taught save money for a rainy day, but a lot of us was not taught how to invest our money. Saving money is fine for emergencies and things you want to buy in the short term, but if that's all you do, save money, then because of inflation, you're not going to be growing your portfolio or your money as much as you could have if you have invested it. That's why saving is a skill and investment is a different type of skill. Okay. We need to have that investment skill. Absolutely. Now, the third money skill that we have to learn is how to spend. You might say that's crazy. We already know how to spend. Yeah, we know how to go out and spend, but a lot of times we buy nonsense, ridiculous stuff, and it's really not a great purchase. For example, to go out and spend $80,000 on a brand new car, in my opinion, is not wise because cars are a depreciating asset and they lose money as soon as you drive off the lot. Why not buy the same car but maybe 2 years old, right? 1 or 2 years old, still under warranty. The miles are low. That's what the millionaire next door recommends. Buy it cash, right? A lot of us are leasing cars. That's not a smart way to spend, okay? A lot of us are leasing cars. That's not a smart way to spend. Also, a lot of us rent for our entire life. And I understand that some people are in a area where houses are expensive, but renting for your entire life and not having anything to show for it, not building up any equity, in my opinion, is not a great thing to do for your entire life. So we have to learn how to spend. Okay, we have to learn how to spend. Now, another example would be going out to eat too often. Going out to eat too often is a quick way for you to spend a lot of money, where you can easily go shopping and still eat nutritious food and still have people come over and entertain at home. Still have friends come over, still have that social aspect to it, and it's probably more nutritious and you're not spending all that money. So we have to learn how to spend wisely. Now, the fourth money skill that we should all learn also too is how to give, right? How to give, whether it's giving to your favorite charity that's doing good work, giving to your church or your house of worship, whether it's helping out people who are struggling, people are in need. Like, I think that's a great way. Now, when you look at all four skills, a lot of us may be strong in one part, or one part may be more fun, and maybe weak in other portion. And now let me show you how it's like a four-legged stool, and you need all four to support the weight. Okay, meaning if someone is a great saver, right? You know, they love to save and they will save lots of money, but they never invest. And then we just said, you know, beyond the emergency fund and something that you want to purchase in the next 5 years, you should be investing. So for their long-term retirement, they should be saving that. They should be investing that, right? So all they do is save, but they never invest. They hate spending money, so they're not going to enjoy their life and everything, and they never give to charity or anything. You see, it's out of balance. Again, another person, and person number two could be a great investor. They know how to invest, and they do their due diligence, and they get a great rate of return, and the rule of 72, and their money is doubling, all that. But they never save. So they have no emergency fund. And if something happens, they're going to have to sell their investments to get money for the emergency. And it could be a bad time, what they call sequence of return risk, meaning the market could be down when they have the emergency. Now they got to sell in a down market to get money to fix their air conditioner, right? So they invest in great, they never save, they never spend, right? And they never give to charity or anything. That's bad. Number three, a person that spends everything. As soon as they get paid, they blow the money. That's not good either. As soon as they get paid, they blow their money. So they don't save, they don't invest, and they don't give to charity, right? A lot of people are in that boat, right? All they do is spend, 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 but they don't do anything else. You see, that's terrible too. And likewise, a person who wants to give to charity and give to their church, but they never save, and they never invest, and they never spend on the necessity that they need for them and their family. See, so what you see that what I'm trying to show is that you can be out of balance if you're good at one and not the other three. And we have to do all four. So we have to save money, at least 10% for emergency and things we want to purchase within the next 5 years. Anything above that, we want to invest. We want to learn about the different asset classes, and we want to allocate a large portion of our money to our investments. That's money that we will need after 5 years. So we want to allocate a portion of our money to our investments for money that we will need beyond 5 years. Okay? We also want to learn how to spend correctly, right? Of course, we want to have fun, and we want to take vacations, and we want to buy a car, correctly. We want to buy a nice house, a nice place to live, all of that. But we want to do it correctly, and everything has to be in place. We can't be doing all the spending when we haven't built a foundation. And lastly, we want to learn how to give, right? The Bible says it's better to give than to receive, right? So we want to be able to bless others because God has blessed us with wisdom and with good financial habits. Again, this is MD Investor coming with another video to increase our financial IQ so we can break the cycle of generational poverty. I would appreciate a subscription on YouTube. Until next time, continue to command your money to grow. MD Investor out.